Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. This is Mukesh Soni. In this video, I'm going to talk about the question paper of an open elective titled Spoken English for Corporate Jobs. And here we are discussing the question paper of first semester 2023 examination. And this question paper is applicable even to the second semester, third semester, and the fourth semester because the syllabus is same for the remaining courses or the remaining semesters also. So let's begin the discussion of the open elective spoken English for corporate jobs question paper 2023 for the first semester. So you can have a glance at the syllabus. You have 4 units here. The first unit, English for the front desk management. Second unit, fluency and etiquettes. Third one is here, business speeches. And the fourth one is here, cross-cultural communication. You can pause the video. You can go through the subheadings of each unit or the subunits of the each unit. Now to begin with. Here, out of 14 questions, you need to attempt here 10 questions. Answer any 10 questions in one of the two sentences each, and each question has a weightage for 2 marks. So you have here 14 questions, and out of 14 questions, you need to attempt only 10 questions. So the question number 1, what is consultation in corporate environment? In the corporate environment, what is the meaning of consultation? Consultation is nothing but the meeting an expert or professional to seek the advice. The word consultation is the word consultation is derived from the word consult or to consult. That means to say, meaning the consulting sessions. Second, define proactive mindset. A proactive mindset enables identifying and executing the solution to a specific problem. Defining, generating, evaluating, and selecting the best solution is possible only when one has mastered the problem-solving skill. Question number 3, what are etiquettes? Etiquettes are system of norms, the customary code of a polite behavior in society by the member of a group. Write a short note on intonation. Intonation is a set of rules which helps the listener to understand how the words are being spoken in a language or in languages based on the inflection patterns and the emphasis on certain words. Then name any 4 types of ceremonial speech: roast, toast, farewell, and eulogies, apology speech, speech of dedication. So these are the examples of or the types of ceremonial speech. Question number 6, what is receiver-driven conversation? It's a relaxed conversation. Here, the speed at which the information goes from sender to receiver is driven by the receiver's need, not the sender's need. Write any 2 uses of visual aids in the presentation. The visual aids helps an audience to understand and remember information. Number 2, it makes a presentation more persuasive and more effective. Question number 8, what is body language? Body language is a non-verbal signals that you can see, you can use to communicate your feelings and intentions. So body language is a non-verbal signals that you can use to communicate your feelings and intentions. So we can say body language here refers to the kinesics. That means your facial expression, gesture, posture, eye contact. These are the components of the body language. Then write an example for lack of effective cross-cultural communication. Japanese company Japanese company representatives invited on a company tour of a business in India as a gesture of benevolence before signing a major agreement. The subordinate of the Indian company met with the Japanese representatives at dinner and told the head of the delegation to sit where you like. Problem started here. In Japanese culture, the professional's place is very important to hierarchy. They always give the hierarchical importance. So in this manner, meeting with a junior member was almost an unexpected insult for the particular Japanese delegation or the representative. Next question, why are questioning skills important? To be successful in our career, we need to develop our questioning skills. It's very necessary for the part of your successful career development. 11th one, mention the kinds of persuasive speech. One is a factual speech, value speech, policy speech, social occasion, business speech. Then write an example for open-ended and closed-ended question. Open-ended question, how did you feel about it? So all the WH questions are open-ended questions. Closed-ended questions, was it stressful? All the questions which need the answer in yes or no, or they start with the helping verbs are called as a closed-ended question. Question number 13, write an example for cultural differences. So we identify cultural differences in eating, drinking habits, religious habits, moral beliefs, rituals, time management, sanitation, greeting, gift giving, exchange, conformity, rebelliousness, sports, language, work, ethics, marriage, etc. So these are the different occasions where we find the cultural differences. Last question for 2 marks. Define linguistic etiquette. Linguistic etiquette refers to the system of norms and the rules of polite speech behavior, which maintains an observance that ensures the existence of polite communication and appropriateness of the linguistic action in any communicative event. So, one certain norms you need to follow when you are having some sort of discussion, you are having some sort of communication, right? Some sort of politeness you need to follow. You have to have some appropriate words, the vocabulary. That is called here linguistic etiquette. So these are the 14 questions, and out of those 14 questions, you need to attempt 10 questions. So 10 into 2, 20 marks. Now we are moving to the second section. Write a note on any four of the following in about 1 page. So here, these are the 5 marks questions. You need to attempt here 4 questions out of 6. So the question number 1, now onwards, I have given only the key points you need to describe. Tips to be followed when greeting someone. So what are the tips will you follow when you greet somebody? Number 1, stand up and greet the person, which allows you to engage that person on an equal level and helps to maintain eye contact. Facial expression says it also put a smile on your face. A sincere smile will send the right message and put the customers at ease. Make eye contact, stay focused. Then take the initiative when greeting or meeting people. Introduce yourself while greeting. Offer a firm handshake as you greet people. Then in business, you introduce less important people to more important people. Give sufficient information about each other so that they can start a conversation. Make the customers feel important and focus your attention on them. Remembering and using names of client is very much important. That's going to build up the good relationship. Avoid using first names of the people in the first encounter. It may be offered offended to the next person. Be respectful. It's going to help the smooth conducting of the business. So these are the guidelines when you greet somebody. Then which are the problem skills we must develop? Problem solving skills. Number 1, we should develop the analytical skills, adaptability, quick thinking ability, logical reasoning, communication skills, perseverance, motivation skills, collaboration, team skills, trust, cooperation, decision making skills, leadership skills, visual perception skills, initiative, critical thinking skills, and negotiation skills. So these are the skills are very much required that we should develop so that we can enhance our problem solving skills. Language proficiency and its importance. Write a note. Language proficiency means the actual speaking of language comfortably with or without grammatically structured sentence. What is the importance? To communicate in more than one language, fluency is desirable. However, it is not essential for communication to take place. You can communicate with native speaker if you have a mild proficiency in English, but being fluent in English offers many advantages in the corporate world. English is now adopted by many global business organizations as the use of trade and commerce. Many of the multinational companies are proliferating their branches globally. with headquarters predominantly located in English-speaking countries. So their influence on the global community is remarkable, and in order to communicate with them, one needs to learn their lingo. So the higher your level of fluency in English, the better it is for you, for your employer, as you present a more efficient professional image for your company when doing business with others. English dominates the online world, as can be seen on social media, commerce, entertainment. The fact that the most foreign websites provide means for translation into English. So this is how you need to achieve the fluency in English. Question number 4, how to develop vocabulary. Now you can pause the video. I'm just going to tell you the key points to achieve the language proficiency. This is the most important parameter. Vocabulary is the most important parameter for the fluency in language. One can acquire vocabulary by reading extensively. The most valuable words are those words which you can recall and reuse in your conversation. So we have few techniques to develop vocabulary. Number 1, we need to develop a reading habit. Number 2, use the dictionary and thesaurus. Number 3, play word games. Number 4, use a flashcard. Number 5, subscribe to online feeds. Number 6, use mnemonics. So you can pause the video and you can read the description. Now, what are the principles of effective speech? We have few principles of effective speech. Number 1, perception. So focus on the speech, not being great speaker. Be yourself. Do not focus on the public at the expense of speaking. Connect yourself with the audience. The audience will always prefer to listen to someone who is very much relaxed. Perfection. Do not compel always yourself to that I should always be perfect. Even the most proficient speakers, they also do the mistake. So do not apologize to the audience if you do any mistake, because some may not realize the mistake. Then visualization, see it and speak it. For you to be a great winner, practice visualization to achieve your goals. So anxiety is very much common when you are giving presentation. You can fight anxiety in your mind. You can be more comfortable. So if you visualize, your visualization prepares your mind and you will soon conquer anxiety. So discipline, this is nothing like perfect public speaker. You need to be very much disciplined. You need to do a lot of practice. And if you get a chance to address a crowd, make use of it. Practice is the only one key. We need to practice. Then description, make it personal. Personalize the message you want to convey to your audience, to your presentation should be factual. People should like hearing you say some stories, engage the audience. Sixth one, inspiration. Speak to the benefit the audience. Audience should feel that they are getting some benefit. They are getting some sort of teaching, motivation, entertainment, right? So these were the effective way to develop the speaking skills. Now we have importance of etiquettes in business. So what are the importance of etiquettes in business? Etiquette is a very great way to set yourself apart from your peers. It gives a very noticeable career advantage. You can gain goodwill from others. Every working day offers the opportunity to accumulate one of the most valuable assets a person can acquire. That's called goodwill. Without goodwill, a career or business can never grow. Getting good job or earning a promotion depends not only on technical skills but also how correctly you behave. So business etiquettes helps to stay ahead in the competitive world, exhibit professionalism, develop a polished image among employees, gives confidence to stand out in different settings of the organization. So these are the 4 questions for 5 marks out of 6 questions. Now, out of 4 questions, you need to attempt here 2 questions each for 10 marks. So remaining 20 marks questions. So what is problem solving, and mention the steps to achieve the problem solving behavior. So problem solving is the process of finding the solutions to complex issues. So we have few steps where we can achieve the problem solving behavior. Number 1, identifying the problem. One needs to understand and accept the problem it needs to be conveyed to the team who will get affected or involved directly or indirectly. So unless you align the problem with your team, you'll be unaware of the small details and the problem solving approach may get influenced. In this situation, many facts get lost in the translation. Hence, it becomes very necessary to define, identify the problem which needs consultation. Then gathering data. Some problem cannot be touched without proper information in hand. So you need to gather some data, some relevant factual information to understand the problem. Second, brainstorming on possible solutions. So the team should do the work together. They should do the brainstorming. They should do some activities, some brainstorming so that they can easily find out the solution. Then narrow down the solution. So there should not be long list of suggestions and the potential ideas. You try to bring down the number of solution and very much compact one. So what should you do? You should do the SWOT analysis of the scenario. SWOT analysis or the scenario analysis. So that's going to help you to narrow down the solution. Go with optimal solution. So when choosing the final solution, keep in mind two things. First and foremost, select the option that has the business best interest. There will be times when some employees or teams will be negatively affected by a decision. So have trust in the resiliency of a team. Always push for the optimal solution. Second question we have here, explain politeness strategies with examples. Which are the politeness strategies we have here? So the strategies which include juxtaposing criticism with compliments, creating common ground to make the conversation easy, ushing jokes or puns, addressing the person with name, using using honorifics like Mr., Miss, Sir, Madam, special discourse makers such as please, however, more, although, etc. So we have few politeness strategy. Number one, on record strategy. So direct way to of saying things without any ambiguity in concise manner. Instead of please send us the offers, we say do send us the offers. That's called on record. Positive politeness. So it's very much seen in group friends or in environment where people in the group they know each other well. It usually helps to communicate effectively by expressing the friendliness and the interest in the hearers needs to be maintained. So self-esteem is very important. Then negative politeness. It refers to one's freedom to act. This greater use of indirect speech is involved in negative politeness. So sometimes we say, if it's not too much trouble, can you pass the file? Or if you don't mind. So here interlocutor is initiating the polite sentence, if you don't mind, excuse me, etc. Then off record. The politeness strategies relies on implications. It's indirect and involving breaking of conventional norms to imply recommended course of action. The politeness in sentences communicate in such as a manner that is impossible to attribute one clear attention. So it uses metaphor. So these politeness strategies here determine the face. Please, thank you, excuse me are the very common polite words which we acquire at the beginning of the language. Third question we have here, how to prepare a PowerPoint presentation. So very easy. Open a blank presentation. Again, start from one you have already created. Second, create a variety of slides for different purposes. So use the different slides features. You can pause the video for the detailed notes. Use the duplicate slide feature to save your time. Add transitions to a slide. That's again optional. Add animation. Sorry. Add animations to a slide. So go through this. These are the steps for the animations. You can pause the video, then save your presentation, run your presentation, advance the slides. So this is how you can prepare the PPT. And now last you have here fourth question. Again, I have not described in detail and you can describe it. Describe the strategies for effective cross-cultural communication. Number one, follow the etiquettes. You need to understand the particular maybe the state, region, or the country's etiquettes. Avoid slang, speak slowly. As I mentioned, that the language plays very important role here. You should avoid the slang. You should not speak fast because your accent or maybe your level of proficiency might take some time to understand by the others. Keep it simple. Always speak in simple language. Practice active listening. Be a very active listener. Don't be a passive listener. Follow one another in conversation. Try to observe a lot. Do a lot of dialogue formation. Do involve in a lot of conversation so that you can easily follow up the new words. Record or jot down things if possible. What are the discussion you are having? You can record it. Avoid yes or no questions. Don't ask many yes or no questions. Be cautious or careful with humor and be concerned and supportive. Humor, wherever it's necessary, you do it. Unnecessarily, we should not do it because we are dealing with the persons who have cross-cultural communication, who belongs to other countries, other faith, or maybe other language or the other state. So this is how I have tried to solve the first semester examination, spoken English for corporate jobs question paper solution, and that examination happened in 2023. So friends, if you like this video, click on the like button, share the video, and also subscribe the channel if you're not yet subscribed. In the description box, you will get the another three more question papers videos links. So if you go through those 3 4 question papers videos, definitely you can get the best marks. So thank you so much. Wish you good luck for the examination.